If you don't know, you damn sure should know. This is Penitentiary Jah, Ankle Jah, Big Match Jah, Front Man Jah, Mr. All Night Long, Mr. 10 Downloads. This is Jah-C Dwayne, and you are listening to the Slam Fam Wrestling Network. Welcome to the family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SCW podcast. I am your host, the 7-Star Mind, Alex McCarthy, and I am joined by the man who counts three, sometimes in shorts, Jon G. John, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, it's been a couple weeks since we had Revival back on May 19th. Feels like eons ago when we started out on the Slam Fam Wrestling Network. We were doing weekly podcasts because we were on that spring showdown tour. And now it finally feels like things are slowing down a little bit as we go into the summer months, but we still got great SCW action, like hot this Saturday night at the Joliet Event Center, 781 Loca Street in Dubuque. But let's run down Revival quick, just kind of hit the highlights. What do you remember?
I remember there were three really good feature matches. The return of the Shug, Shane Hollister, to
return to Walcott.
Walcott, yeah, that was a high watermark for SCWPro. I think it was 18 months he had been away. You know.
Yeah.
Not forever, but long enough that, you know, absence made the heart grow fonder.
Absolutely, and the heart was very fond for Shane Hollister in Walcott back on the 19th as he took on Johnny Wisdom.
Yes. You know, two guys that really know how to lay into each other. So it was a good brawl, nice match. Great to have Shug back in the ring. Great to have him back in Walcott. I said it on an earlier podcast, but it's almost like Walcott was built so they could put a ring there so Shug could wrestle.
I couldn't agree with that more, and it really feels like he's most at home when he's in Walcott, and I hope we'll see him in the ring again on June 23rd for Unbroken. But that was not the only match we saw. We saw a pretty shocking either debut or long awaited return of none other than Chainsaw King.
That is correct. It was a long-awaited return. Long-awaited return. It had been a while since he'd been in the SCW ring. Been a while since he'd competed in Walcott. And for his return, who was his first opponent back?
Mason Beck for the SCWPro Championship.
Yeah.
What a match that was.
It was pretty amazing. For those that haven't seen Chainsaw, he's kind of like a mashup between Shrek and the Crow. That's how I would describe him. He's an enormous dude. Black and white paint, little creepy, but the kids love him. It's amazing.
Did you compare him to Shrek?
Yeah. It's a Shrek in the Crow makeup. Yeah.
All right. I don't know how to feel about that one. But ultimately, we don't know.
Yeah. I could be writing checks right now. Yeah.
We also don't know how Mason Beck feels about Chainsaw King because he didn't stay around to tell us. He ended up losing the match by countout, and then Commissioner Sean Morrow makes the rematch for Unbroken. No countout, no disqualification for the SCWPro Championship. Chainsaw King and me, Mason Beck. That'll be quite the encounter. Yeah. But we're not there yet. We'll be there. We'll be there probably 2 weeks. Let's talk about another match from that night. The tag team matches. We saw Dion Reisman and Robin Steele have their first SCWPro main event as they took on the team of Travis Titan and Connor Braxton. And pretty shocking. Couple shocking things happened as the night went on.
Yeah, that match was high tension from the moment all four competitors got in the ring. It was not easy to keep a handle on things. Everybody wanted to go at once. It wasn't easy to get a start. Tensions are high. Dion doesn't want to back down. Titan doesn't want to back down. I think we all know Connor Braxton doesn't have back down anywhere in his mind. And Robin Steele, always the opportunist. It was a heck of a match.
Absolutely. And we saw. First of all, let's talk about the new addition that night to tonight's stable, tonight's Revolution on Black and Brave. Joe Acer.
Yeah, I think I remember saying something about he would fit in well with those guys a while ago, and you were like, "Oh no, he's got no friends." I'm just saying, hindsight 2020.
I don't recall.
No, I definitely recall it.
Well, maybe he heard me talking on this podcast and decided to change his ways, and that's why
I don't think
reached
there's
out.
anything I've ever said that's affected Joe. He does what he wants to. I don't think no. His ideas are his ideas. I think if anybody changed his mind or got him, got into his ear, it was Knight Wagner himself.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Knight Wagner got in his ear, yeah. I have no doubt that Knight Wagner got in his ear, but I think he's a pretty formidable addition to that stable and really is going to make them a force to be reckoned with.
They already are. That's
a great point. They already were.
Who's next? Mike Jones? Who's gonna join this group?
Did you say Mike Knight?
Mike Jones.
Okay. Virgil.
Why not? This group is ever expanding. There are kids that were born this week that are joining Knight Wagner's Revolution on Black and Brave. I'm sorry, their bench is deep.
You need a shorter stable name.
Yeah, you tell them that. I'm
good. The KWROBB.
Knight Wagner's Revolution on Black and Brave featuring Xander Killen with Joe Acer.
FXAJADRRS.
Yeah, it's like the credits on a Netflix show at this point. Everybody's getting a call out. Yeah, wow. It's just that I make jokes, but their reach is far. They're getting in everybody's business because as far as they're concerned, all business is theirs. This is their business.
Absolutely. On a more serious note, we did find out that due to the brutal attack by Knight Wagner's Revolution on Black and Brave, Connor Braxton is going to be missing some SCW shows over the course of the summer. Injured shoulder, going to keep him away from the SCW ring.
Shame.
Kind of hard
it's a shame.
Yeah. Hard to swallow for sure. But
it's just
hopefully
the kind of despicable acts we've come to expect from Joe, as well as expect from this group. And I say that hoping they don't know where I live.
I'll give them your address.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, I kid. But yeah, that was Revival. Obviously, we saw some more action, but those were the moments. I think those were the moments that told the stories that people will remember, and lots of other things. I just remembered the tag team title match from that show with JP Finger still doesn't know how to do a figure four, but
no. He does not. But thank goodness.
Senior official Larry
Lemon is there to show him should he ever run into trouble. Yeah.
Is he officially the second in command in the SCW official staff now? The
I'm glad
referee
you asked.
roster. Is he the second chair?
I'm glad you asked. No.
No. Okay. Would that be John Douglas?
It would be John Douglas.
Okay.
John Douglas, senior acting official in the city of Dubuque.
All right. Fair enough. Speaking of Dubuque, let's talk about it. This Saturday night, SCW, hot. Dubuque out 781 Loca Street. It's doors open at 6:30. Show starts at $7. $10. That's door.
$10.
Found out that the former Iowa Hawkeye Steve Manders says he's going to be making his 8th QC Cup defense this Saturday night in Dubuque.
That
What do you think, John?
a milestone in and of itself, isn't it? That guy.
Absolutely.
There's one thing that you can say about Steve Manders. He retains.
Yeah. He does. And when you look at it, the cup has changed hands more in the last, I would say, calendar year than it had for a long time previously. So for Steve to hold it as long as he has, it's certainly an accomplishment.
Well, it's not a diminishment of the competition either. I think that's the reason why the cup was changing hands so much for that 18-month period that you're referencing there, where it was I wouldn't say it was round robin, but it was a scramble, and the competition was heavy for the cup, and he's just managed to rise above. He's managed to maintain.
That's right, and
but all good things must come to an end, right?
Absolutely.
I
don't know. You picking Steve? You think he's going to retain in Dubuque? Yeah. For a second, I thought maybe he would come out and tell us how he's the greatest martial artist on earth, and then powder out as soon as his opponent got in the ring and demanded his assistant do all the fighting for him and maybe chop corn. And then I remember he wasn't Bach. So no, Steve will retain. Fair enough. Just for the record, we do not know who the Hawkeye is defending against this Saturday night. That has not been disclosed. Could be an open challenge. He likes to issue those.
He could be fighting Orange Man
for the 8th time. What's that?
He could be fighting Orange Man.
Orange Man.
Orange Man.
Ooh.
Green Man.
Orange
Blue Man. Red Man.
Yeah.
It could be a handicap match.
Could be. That just never know. You never know. You never know what Commissioner Sean Miles got cooking up. One thing we do know he has cooking up is a match between Dante Leone and Joe Acer, which should be one hell of a fight.
God, we just can't get away from that guy. Joe Acer this, Joe Acer that. I've got my trepidations about this match. Dante is getting into this with Joe Acer, and maybe a one-on-one would be fair between those two guys, but we know Joe has friends now. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
He's not afraid to use them either.
No, you know he isn't. Joe Acer pretty terrifying on his own. Add friends to the equation, add other individuals to the equation, and pretty terrifying. But Dante Leone's been known to have a friend or two.
Well, let's not forget the last time he was in Dubuque. He lended a helping hand to try to
Travis Titan.
Come to the aid of Travis Titan, and that did not go so well. Who was it?
No.
Oh, that's right. Knight Wagner's Revolution on Black and Brave featuring Vander Killen put an end to that rescue. So, God, he's everywhere. Give me a break from him. But what do you think of this matchup?
Do you think Joe Acer is going to pick up the victory?
I mean, we said this before, and I'm a broken record maybe. Victory or not, I think Joe's going to come out on top. I think we've seen that guy get pinned and then turn around and stomp a mud hole on somebody. So it's still going to end on his terms, most likely going to end with him feeling redeemed and wanting to raise his own arm. I think that's another thing we see consistently, not just with him, but with the group that shall heretofore have no name. Voldemort that. No more.
SCWPro.
Gee, God. I just hope Dante's got a few friends in the locker room. I think he's going to need it.
I think he might. Let's talk about the main event. Without a doubt. You know, last month we were in Dubuque, Hell Hath No Fury. We were talking about a big main event.
Glass ceiling shattered.
Yes, absolutely. We were talking about the women's street fight, the Dubuque street fight, and I thought, dang, this is the biggest main event we could probably deliver in Dubuque. They have a great match. Valentina picks up the victory. She earns.
Let's slow down just a sec. Just slow down just a sec. It's the first ever women's main event for SCW.
Yeah.
It's the first ever street fight in Dubuque. And it's the first ever women's street fight for SCW. It's 3 firsts. It's not, I just don't want to, I don't want to sell this short. It was an incredible accomplishment. Not. And
thank you for the addendum.
Those two women had respect for one another because of what they did together.
Yes. The Southwest Spitfire earned the respect of the Empress of Evil, which, no easy task. I don't think it's an easy task. But then, what do we hear, John?
Jah-C comes out.
Jah-C comes out with a microphone in his hand. Whose idea was that? Oh, he took mine, that's right.
I was just going to say you handed it to him. Literally, I saw that.
He took it from me, but whatever.
Okay. Sure.
Either way,
you aren't complicit. That's fine. I mean, just everybody saw you hand it to him. But you gave it to him.
You know, they might not have remembered. Anyways, Jah-C came out and ran his mouth like Jah-C does. And JT came out and shook his bottom like JT does.
Stood next to him and made everybody uncomfortable, like always.
Like always.
Typical
vicious and delicious. Jah-C talked about, we're the main event, we're the biggest deal around here, blah, 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 show's got to end with us. And then Reign Victoria says, how about you put your money where your mouth is and you defend those tag titles against us next month. And so we're going to see an intergender tag team championship match as Vicious and Delicious, JT Energy, and Jah-C defend against the Southwest Spitfire, Valentina Loca, and the Empress of Evil, Reign Victoria.
How amazing is it that we live in the future, huh? Man, 2018.
Right. 2018 is just too sweet.
Yeah. Holy cow.
and you know, women are equals. They're in the same plane as men, and it's no different in wrestling. And I think these women have a lot to prove, and I think they're gonna do a great job of proving that. And I just, Jah-C's been talking about this girls rule, girls drool, boys rule, whatever.
There you go.
He's been talking a lot of trash, on Twitter and talking about popping Barbie's heads off and blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. These are grown women, Jah-C.
This is not next on my face smacking tour or something of that nature on his tweeting. He was tweeting about smacking chicks' mouths on his tour. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I just keep thinking every time I read his words? I think of that spear. That spear through the table.
Yeah. without a doubt, there is a fear factor.
I think of Valentina Loca spearing someone through a table. Honestly, that's what I think of the moment he runs his mouth. So.
Oh, you said spear. I thought you said fear.
Spear.
Yeah.
Fear.
Fear
Oh, yeah.
Fear the spear.
Fear the spear.
Of Valentina Loca.
Yeah. Low center of gravity. Frightening.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about there's a size difference, but that could just as easily be used to these women's advantage as it could to the men's because they're smaller, they're faster, the move's gonna hit you in a place where you're not used to being hit.
We've seen Valentina Loca grapple in a fashion that we have not seen Jah-C nor JT. We've seen submission moves. We've seen we've seen her get in there in a way that they don't. We've seen Rahne Victoria become unhinged in a way that I don't think I've ever seen those two.
No.
They are a rating 2-time SCWPro Tag Team Champions, but nonetheless, there's just a fire across the ring that they're going to have to put up.
Yeah.
And,
the Empress of Evil and the Southwest Spitfire. It's going to be incredible. I mean, I'm going to go ahead.
It's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot. I'm going to go ahead and make what some might consider a bold prediction. I think the champs are going to take a page out of Mason Beck's book. I think they're going to take a walk.
Yep, champs retain, and they're going to run. Yeah, I think
they're going to retain.
I
think they're going to lose by count out and retain.
I haven't heard any stipulation that said that isn't what they could do. Well, you know,
right.
They're going to hop in that 1989 Ford Festiva that they drive around town in and just get the heck out of Dubuque. They're
going to get right back on 61 and straight shot it back to the Quad Cities.
Yeah, Jah-C is going to hot foot it while JT sits in the front seat spraying himself. Because I just assume he's hotter than the rest of us. Is that what that is?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a condition, I guess.
But I think the Hellhounds are going to be unleashed on JT and Jah-C. Maybe they won't get a chance to run away. Maybe they won't get a chance to walk out. Maybe these fine women's wrestlers will grab them, throw them back in the ring, and give them the butt kicking they so deserve. Maybe they won't get the chance to run.
Well, maybe they both won't get the chance to run.
What?
Maybe they both won't get the chance to run. Maybe one will get left behind.
Do you think one will leave without the other, or do you think they'd come back to try to not leave a man behind? I think they'd fail on each other. To avoid that beating.
Jah-C would chew his own foot off to get away if he was getting out of a beating. Yeah, I think he would push JT in between him and the zombie horde in a heartbeat. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're going to see new tag champs. It's hard to say.
That would be amazing.
It would.
You know what? I'm going to change my prediction. New tag champs.
New tag champs.
New tag champs.
I'm gonna say too close to call. There's too many possibilities in this one. Too many unknown variables. I'm gonna say too close to call for me.
Huh?
But it's this Saturday night, 781 Locust Street, Dubuque, Iowa. SCWPro presents Hot Joliet Event Center, 6:30 doors, 7 o'clock bell. John, we know that we can find everything out about SCWPro, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at SCWPro. But where can we find out about our favorite referee? Not necessarily the best, but maybe our favorite.
You can always find information about the number one referee in the great state of Iowa at The Real Jon G 123. Don't put an H in my name. And where can we find you, Alex, and your Slam Fam?
You can find me at One Real Smart Alex. And you can find the Slam Fam at Slam Fam Rest on Twitter, Slam Fam Wrestling on Instagram, and the Slam Fam Wrestling Network on Facebook.
Slam
John, it's this Saturday night. It's hot 781 Loca Street, Dubuque, Iowa, my hometown. It's going to be a great night. We can't wait to see you there. We'll see you at the show.
Are you sure?